has been a few days in the works because there's been a few times where I've been doing my best to answer some technical questions that I think would have been better left for 11, who is our lead developer, who should be joining as a co-host very shortly today. If for anybody, I'm sure there must be some people in here right now who are already in the Discord chat, who are in the Batcave right now. If someone could just do me a favor and just paste a link to the chat, to this Twitter Spaces, that'd be really good. Thank you. But yeah, so just whilst we wait for 11 to get his microphone fixed, I think is what he's doing right now. 1 second, I'm just chatting to him on Discord at the same time. 1 second, I'm just going to send him a message really quickly and just say, let me know when ready. So yeah, it's been a really cool day today. We announced that our 4th interoperable project will be Alien Friends, which is pretty exciting stuff. Love that community. We think they're building something really special, and I think it just creates a great sort of diversity of projects where you have sort of like the real old school OG projects like Bored Ape, going all the way through to sort of the new up and comers like Alien Friends. I think it creates a sort of like diversity in the projects that are biteable. So that's kind of like the big news. Yeah, I don't think we've even spoken since we launched the video with Sharon and Ozzy as well. But yeah, there's been lots of exciting stuff going on. The Discord has completely blown up, as most of you will probably be aware of. Like, we're currently we're probably during the duration of this call, we'll probably hit 60,000 Discord members, which that feels really crazy saying that out loud. I also got COVID, so I'm quarantined up, and you can probably hear my voice is a little bit croaky, for any of you that heard me speak before. But yeah, I think 11. If you you should be able to join now. Can I just implore as well, anybody that is tuned in, I really want to field sort of like technical questions only on this Spaces today. So now's the time. We can sort of talk about other stuff as well, but it would be good if we can try and limit the conversation a bit more to tech questions that would be more relevant to a developer. Okay, so 11. So I'm going to click invite to speak now. That should pop up on your screen somewhere if you see that, 11. Can you see that message there saying invite to speak? Okay. Ironically, the technical Q&A is experiencing some technical difficulties by the sounds of things. 1 sec. Are you receiving the invite to speak? Okay, what I'll do is, whilst we're figuring that out, because there's a lot of people on the line, I'm going to just try and bring a couple of people through and see if I can answer some questions in the interim. So first up, we have Survivor, who is a returning speaker. So, hey Survivor, how you doing? I'm pretty sure you're a returning speaker, right?
Yeah. Is it me? Am I on? Is this Survivor?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm in a coffee shop right now, and I just wanted to announce that I do have POAPs available for attendees of the Q&A I got like 150 codes, so DM me and you can get a free NFT. I've been handing them out slowly, but I really needed to make an announcement here that I have them.
Nice. That's great. Wow, that's really exciting. I love that even that as a concept, people just building stuff for this community is super interesting and exciting to me. So yeah, I mean, what if you tweet that or something, we can like retweet it or put it out there. So Survivor, why don't you just like at us and we can kind of like amplify that a bit for you.
All right, I'll do that. And thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to be on a project with Ozzy, and I just feel great about it. That my art gets to be attached to like Ozzy Osbourne. I just feel so like enamored.
Nice. Look, super grateful to just have you on board and just like helping us build this thing. So that's really cool. Damn, this is a busy spaces tonight. Okay, so thank you, Survivor. What I'll do is I'll remove you as speaker.
I'm
And
here. Sorry about that.
all good.
I was trying to get it to work on the desktop, but looks like I have to use the mobile app, the Twitter app on the mobile to sign in.
Yeah, no, it only seems to work on the app for some reason. Yeah, I mean, okay, so 11 is here in the room, and I think what I'll do is I'm just going to speak as little as possible then. So please, I know everybody's got lots of questions and thoughts and ideas, but if try to refrain if you don't want to talk. If it's questions that aren't focused on sort of web dev and technicality at the moment. So that'd be good if we could sort of really focus around that. So I'll invite Voxy on for your first question, 11. Voxy, you're on.
Congratulations on the project. Right, we were in VC the other day and kind of got really in-depth technical, minting from contract, getting all the degen stuff out. Why don't the devs just kind of run through the basic DApp minting process for the guys who are whitelisted, and then explain the process with regards to the public mint, and then moving forward from there? Because we can go really in depth in this space, but I don't think we need to. And I think a lot of people are confused, especially first timers, sort of minting a project. What do you think on that one?
Yeah, all I'd say is just to step in just really quickly before 11 jumps in on that is so obviously we've announced details around the whitelist minting, but in terms of the public and the details around that, that's all part of our sort of communications announcements roadmap. So I'm gonna have to cut you on that one, Voxy. That one's staying under wraps. But
why do I
11,
always keep jumping and jumping? Okay, guys,
nice
100%.
I tried to slip that one through. Yeah, but 11. I don't know if you want to speak about the sort of the
basic,
whitelist.
Just run through this sort of basic protocol, yeah.
Okay. So we're using basically a proof of authority type of system for the whitelist pre-sale minting, which basically means we're not going to be uploading all of the whitelisted addresses into the smart contract itself. We'll have a back-end system on our website that validates each user and makes sure they're on the whitelist, and then signs a message to be submitted to the smart contract. What that means is during the pre-sale, you have to mint through the website. There's no option to mint directly from the smart contract on Etherscan or anything like that. This just it allows us flexibility to fix up issues if anyone's addresses had a typo in it or whatever. We could very quickly respond to that. It means we don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars in gas uploading everyone's addresses into the smart contract. So that's basically how it's going to work. So we'll have a minting portal up on the website. It will feel like a normal minting experience. You'll click a button, or you'll pick how many you can mint based on the tier of the whitelist that you're on, and it'll be a normal. You click the mint button, you get a pop up on your MetaMask extension or other wallet if you're using a different one, and it'll feel like there's nothing happening, but as in it'll feel like a normal process, but there's stuff going on in the back end to validate your transaction.
Man, can't explain it better myself. Again, guys, thank you for keeping the public safe. Thank you for keeping it off a gas war, and congratulations on all the blue ticks in this sort of chat at the moment. Give us a follow if you want to help out the community. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for that.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, bye. Okay, so I'll bring G in because G is on topic because we have just obviously announced Alien Friends as the 4th interoperable project. So hey G, how you doing? G, can you hear? We can't hear you. You got a little countdown going on here, G. This doesn't figure itself out. Might have to move to someone else. Okay, so G, looks like you're having technical difficulties. What I'll do is I'll remove you for now, and then once you figure that out, then we'll try and bring you back in. So we'll bring in Justin. Hey Justin, how you doing?
I was just wondering, in terms of integrations with other projects, is the thing that's going to stop us from integrating other projects?
Sorry, can't hear you very well. Damn, 2 in a row. That's pretty. Justin, your line is pretty bad.
Those traits in third-party.
Sorry, Justin, your line is pretty bad. I don't know if that's a mic thing or something you can fix, or we'll come back to you, Justin, once you get that figured out. That's quite unusual to get 2 in a row. Okay, so bringing in Pancake. Pancake, 3rd time lucky. How we doing?
Hey guys, how are you?
Great.
Cool.
Hey, Pancake.
I'm excited about the project. My question is also related to the mutations you guys are doing. I think it's pretty original and I like it. I'm just curious, for example, I have a toad, and if I mute a byte with my bat, the toad, how would that work out? Am I just going to have to mint another one, or is it just going to airdrop, or how does it work?
Well, the biting itself will be essentially a mint transaction. So you will, it's essentially minting from a new collection. The mutant bats will be a new NFT collection. The traits will be derived from your CryptoBatz and your toad or whichever partner NFT that you're biting, and by doing the byte transaction, that essentially will mint a new NFT, a new mutant bat NFT into your wallet.
All right, thanks. Also, when I mint it, is it going to be related to my toad, like the attributes, or is it going to be completely randomized?
It will inherit some traits from your toad and some from your CryptoBatz that you used. So yes, it will definitely inherit traits.
All right, guys, thank you. That's it for me. Thank you very much. I hope you have a successful mint and count me in for the project.
Thanks, Pancake. Appreciate the questions. Okay, removing Pancake, and we'll bring in Costa. Hello, Costa. How you doing? Costa, I think maybe you're still muted.
Hi there, can you guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. How you
Good,
doing?
how are you, Bats? Just wanted to ask a quick question about the ancient bats that you guys were talking about. I believe the 90 or 99 of them. Is that something
Yeah.
that's going to be kind of announced after the mint, kind of the scavenger hunt? And kind of how will that go down with different regions of the world with kind of COVID protocols being intact?
Yeah, so in terms of the roadmap, where we're at right now is, I mean, we're starting to behind the curtain. We're working on mutant bats right now, to be completely honest with you. But in terms of the sort of public facing roadmap, at least, you know, the first thing you're going to see is just CryptoBatz mint event and CryptoBatz go live and to the public. As soon as that's over, I'd say the big focus will be around mutant bats. So, you know, our plan is to get mutant bats out pretty fast as well. We don't want mutant bats to be one of those kind of utility projects that just drags its heels and, you know, 6 months down the line, you're like, whatever happened to that mutant bats thing that those guys said they were going to do? So I think we're very focused on getting mutant bats out there very fast afterwards. So I'd say, yeah, ancient bats, in terms of timing, like it's gonna be, yeah, I'd say it's gonna be like, I don't know. I don't want. I'm very cautious to give out dates because then I can get held to dates. But I'd say it's gonna be, you know, like months after the CryptoBatz mint event, basically. And then in terms of like geographic dispersion of the ancient bats. Yeah, I mean, look, COVID's really hard to plan around. It's really hard to like give a solid answer to that question without just saying like really who knows. We're gonna do our best to sort of, you know, make sure that we're spreading these things around, but you know, obviously with travel restrictions sort of tightening and loosening, it might be really high. Who knows where it's going to go? But the vision, at least, assuming that we open up and that all is good, is that yeah, there will be ancient bats spread around the world, and that if you're a CryptoBatz holder, you'll be able to go out and physically find one, almost like geocaching style for anyone that knows that, or you know, Pokemon Go style, but without the sort of AR. And yeah, you'll be able to claim a life-changing ancient bat. That's the vision, at least. It's going to be a manual process as well, just in case anybody's wondering. There's no magic there. It's just like we will literally go and plant these things around the world. That's what we're going to do.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. Thank you for answering my question. Love the positivity in the Discord and really looking forward to minting.
Thanks for the question. It was a good one. All right, Coach, so I'll take you off, remove from speakers. Okay, so 11 seems to have dropped. Let me see if I can find him very quickly. Okay, 11, you're back in the room. So I'll bring in, we have here Dave as speaker. Hey, Dave, how you doing? You there, Dave?
Yes. Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Congratulations on the project. Just saying hi from Ireland. I have a question in regards to minting and the gas wars that get, you know, really, really crazy lately with all of this really cool stuff minting. I myself tried to mint the spiky fish yesterday, and it was trying to charge me way more than it was the value of the mint itself. So I heard about the Paxi protocol and about other protocols that are being implemented at the moment to reduce the gas cost. Is that something that you guys are looking into? And maybe the second part of my question is, are you guys maybe implementing any security measures so that people during the general minting are actually able to get a bat, and as opposed to things that happened with other NFT mints where the bots took over?
Yeah, so maybe 11. Maybe I can sort of start just because I think I can answer that from a non-technical point of view to an extent, and then I don't know if I know you've got probably a lot of thoughts on how you're kind of reducing gas as well. But yeah, Dave, really good question. Basically, I mean, from a very top level perspective, what we're doing with this project is we've actually allocated roughly 75% of the tokens to whitelist, which is pretty huge because, I mean, that in itself is like a huge effort to reduce the probability of a gas war. I mean, if you're on whitelist, the chances are you won't experience a gas war because, yeah, you've got a pre-reserved CryptoBatz waiting for you in essence, and you have hours to claim it. And the fact that 75% of the tokens are allocated to whitelist in that sense, yeah, does a lot of the legwork for us. And then, yeah, from a technical standpoint, 11, I don't know if you've got thoughts there or anything to add.
I mean, obviously, optimizing the smart contract itself to just minimize gas fees for everybody is a priority. To some extent, it's not when there's a limited number of tokens in the public sale and obviously way more people than there are numbers available. There's always going to be competition when it comes to gas. We'll try to minimize the impact of bots. So we'll do things like have limits on how many you can mint in a transaction. We'll try to block contracts, other smart contracts from minting. There are cons to doing that. Like that means we're blocking, for example, multi-sig wallets and community funds from minting directly. But I think, given how these types of high-profile projects and mints have gone, I think it's a trade-off we're choosing to make. So by blocking smart contracts from minting, by putting in transaction limits, of course, I don't know if it's possible to eliminate bots 100%. Bots will be faster than a person manually clicking transaction on MetaMask. So even if they abide by the same limits, they'll still have a slight edge. But we're doing all we can to minimize those impacts and try to get as many buyers to get access to the project as possible.
Is that helpful, Dave?
Yeah, that was actually really helpful. And the fact that you mentioned that 75% of the minting is going to go to whitelist and whitelist is 1 for bronze and 3 for gold, if I'm correct. That makes it a lot more fair, I guess, in terms of the ability for, I've only been in the space for a month, and we have to run to be able to either get on whitelist or be able to mint in public mint. But my experience has been generally that if you are not on the whitelist, the bots come over and you're done. You have to buy from secondary. So thanks for the answer, guys. I wish you the best with the project, and that's it. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Dave. Okay, I'll kick you off, and we'll be bringing in Fang VR as speaker. Hey Fang, how's it going? Fang, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't know if I was allowed to ask questions yet.
Oh yeah, how's it going?
Hey,
Nice to have
how are
you
you guys? Been in Discord for a few days, participating, interacting with the community. Everyone seems very positive so far. So regarding the victim projects, are those 3, or I mean, I guess you guys just revealed the last one. Are those 4 the set? Like, do you guys plan on expanding after that, or are those the 4 set projects that are allowed to be interacted with? And after you do interact with them, are they like created as like a separate project or a collection, or does that still fall under the CryptoBatz full collection itself?
2 very good questions. The first question, I'm I'm not saying anything. It's just a no comment. I can't remember what do they say in the US. I can't remember. They say there's a term that they use in all the movies in
Never,
the US.
neither confirmed nor denied.
Nothing. No comment on the first question around if there's going to be any more or not. Your second question. Sorry, I went on a tangent about your first question. Your second question was, so they will live in a they'll the mutant bats will live in a separate collection to CryptoBatz. So
Okay.
there'll be a separate collection.
Also, are there any plans? I know with like the pandemic and everything that's going on, are there any plans in regards of like physical? I know you guys are doing the geocache. That's a physical, interactive, like I guess hunt that we get like a hunt, like I forgot what you call it. But are you guys planning on like actual physical, maybe events, maybe even in the future, holders are able to meet Ozzy maybe potentially like later on down the line when things are safe, obviously?
Yeah, I feel like you almost sort of answered the question yourself. I feel like we're kind of doing our most with the ancient bats, but as it in terms of projects that are converging the worlds of metaverse and Web 3.0 with reality, I'd say what we're doing with ancient bats is, I don't want to sound like obtuse in any way, but it's pretty exciting stuff, and I think we're really excited about that. As answering your question more head on around like, are we going to do events or meetups or kind of access to access to things, I think is something that that's all there to be explored down the line. I would definitely I'm based in New York, and I was kicking around at NFT NYC, and I think we'd definitely do some of that kind of stuff in the future. But as opposed to, with the rest of the stuff, I don't know if we would. It's not something that's, just to be honest with you, it's not something that we're like hard focused on right now, to be completely honest.
That's understandable. Just curious of what other plans you guys have with the project. I'm very excited. Been participating, trying to get the whitelist. It is my birthday tomorrow, but I appreciate everything. But thank you for answering my questions, and excited about everything.
Thank you. We really appreciate you kind of being part of the community, and good luck with the whitelist, and happy birthday for tomorrow. Okay, we've also lost 11 again. 11, you're back in the room. Okay, so we have a return speaker, Crypto Survivor. I recognize that avatar, and I bet you I recognize your voice.
How are you, Bats?
How's it going?
Not bad, guys. Just recovering over here from COVID, so my voice might sound exactly the
same.
Same. Yeah, but still active in the Discord. Still active. Silver going for gold. But my question was, let's say when the public mint on January 20 happens, and I don't know why this would happen, but just a hypothetical. Let's say multiple people in the gold tier all of a sudden say, you know what, I can't afford to mint 3, or I just don't have enough ETH at this time, and I can only mint 2 or just 1. Obviously, everyone wants to mint as many as they can, but what happens when you find yourself in that situation where not everyone in the gold tiers and silver tiers minted the exact amount you thought they were going to? What happens then?
Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Those tokens just kick over into what's available to the public.
Okay, awesome. So that would go into the public mint. That wouldn't be, offered up to like more people in the whitelist. Because I remember you guys saying you wanted 75% to be whitelist. So I was just checking to see if that's like the firm number that you're at.
Yeah, I mean, all the all the numbers are slightly fuzzy. We've actually gone slightly over that. But we've got contingencies baked in, knowing that we've all been there, right? You feel pretty bullish, and then I don't know, maybe you bought a few projects that week or something, and you don't want to mint 3, which is completely understandable. So yeah, we're totally prepared for some of the whitelist spots to kick over into the public. And I think, frankly, with the demand that we're expecting, that's going to be a good thing. We could actually do with a bit more liquidity for the public, to be completely honest.
Awesome answer, man. Thanks so much. That's pretty much my only question. I really don't want to have too many questions. I'm just monitoring everything on the Discord. Like I heard someone say earlier, is there another project in the works? And I seen one of the moderators say, you know, there might be a fifth project or something like that. Like there's always hints, guys. So, you know, just pay attention. I love all you guys.
We didn't say anything.
Yeah,
no one said anything.
You pled the fifth, right? That's what they do in the U.S. They plead the fifth.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Sorry. Excuse my.
I'm in Canada over here, so we don't have that that benefit, you know. But
that's it. I need to get that in my head. I'm going to plead the fifth a lot on this Spaces probably. Thank you so much. I appreciate the question, and I'll move on to someone else. So appreciate that, Crypto Survivor.
For sure.
Okay, so Eclipse. Hopefully you got a technical question for 11. That'd be cool. Adding you as speaker. How's it going, Eclipse? If you're there, Eclipse, if you just unmute, then we should be able to hear you.
Sorry, man. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on as well. So I had a question in regards to, I guess, the attributes for when you're doing the merger. So once you're, I guess, you've done your NFT merger with either the cryptodes or the alien friends, is it going to like pass over stuff like similar to like the crowns or I guess other similar attributes like that? Is that what you have something planned for?
That I'm pleading the fifth for sure. That one. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's all part of the fun. Yeah, we got. It's, you know, I'm not just saying it to be. I don't want to sound like I'm hiding anything or being the opposite of whatever the opposite of transparent is, opaque. But yeah, we haven't released that yet. That's all, you know, what it looks like, and I think it's going to be a really big. That's the kind of excitement of Mutant Bats. It's, you know, how these things are going to look. So we're being a little bit cagey there intentionally. So I'm really sorry to shoot down your question there. But I really appreciate it. It's a great question. I wish I could tell everyone.
That's fine, man.
What they're going to look like.
Well, I'm completely hyped for it anyway. So, like, I'll be getting on even if I can't get on the whitelist. I'll be definitely going secondary.
Good job. All right. Well, look, thank you for the question. Really appreciate it. I'll move on to someone else, but thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Let's bring in Lasso. Hi, Lasso.
Hey, hi, guys. This is Lasso with Toads DAO. Been fighting Omicron as well from my bed here. And
wow.
But I'm having fun on Discord.
Everyone's got it, right? It
looks like
it's so rampant right now.
I had 3 shots, my wife, my daughter, and we all got it.
It's wild. Yeah. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, I've been helping over at the Portuguese channel because I also speak Portuguese, and I'm having a blast because those guys are so funny. Because I live in the US for 26 years, and I forgot how funny my people are. So I'm having a lot of fun there. So yeah, of course, looking for the bronze. That's what everybody wants. But my question is, how long will the window for whitelist last? You know, like, is it going to be 24 hours, 2 hours? I'm concerned about gas. So.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. I was just digesting the question there slightly. That is decided again. Like, you know, I think we're not in a place where I want to sort of really go through the kind of like blow by blow of how we're going to roll that out. But we'll create enough time that I mean, we're very conscious of, you know, gas wars, and you know, we understand the volume of people that we have on the whitelist. So we're going to make sure there's enough time, basically. In the same vein, to give you indicator there, Lasso, like what we're not going to do is like, it won't be a big drawn out process. You definitely won't have days. If you're on the whitelist,
Yeah.
you won't have days to mint your CryptoBatz.
Of course.
But yeah, you have to be very on the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll have enough time. Basically, it won't be like we won't be cramming. Yeah. You know,
Okay. And my
multiples of
other
thousands of
question,
people.
if I have the chance, and I appreciate you bringing me over, are you guys still open for cross promotion and collabs with because I'm representing the Toads DAO, and so I was just curious about that. If there is still an open channel for collab or cross promotion.
Yeah, Ash is your best person to speak to on that one. Maybe if you just send a DM to this account, the CryptoBatz account, then I can pass you through to Ash, who's managing that stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure there's still conversations to be had.
Okay, awesome. And last, just a shout out to Zbat, because this server, I never seen a server hit 60,000 people and keep the vibe so high. Everybody's super nice. So
that's great.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, I really appreciate those kind of words. Honestly, yeah, it's it means more than you probably realize.
Yeah, we feel very close to you guys. Grampling was the guy that bought my son's first piece of art, and we've been very deep into the CryptoBatz ecosystem. So we love to tell people about the bite. We're looking forward to that, sir. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's bring on Felix. Just a reminder to everyone, we have 11, who's our lead developer on the line. So he's a co-host in the spaces. So just encouraging people to come forward if you've got technical questions. 11 he's not usually a speaker on these spaces, so it's really good to sort of have him here to sort of talk us through any of those more technical questions that sometimes I find myself not being able to answer. So yeah, just encouraging anyone to come forward there. So I'll bring in Big Worm. Hey, Big Worm, how you doing?
Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to unmute. How are you guys?
Very good indeed.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, by the way, that Discord is rocking, and it's actually 60,000 real people in there, and I swear they're all in there every time I go in there because it just absolutely flies.
We haven't spent a penny. We haven't, just a slight tangent on that point. Really appreciate you bringing it up. We haven't spent a penny on paid marketing. So yeah, there's not been, and we've not done any invite farming, any, invite 10 people competitions. Yeah, so you're completely right. It's a truly organic community in there, which is why it feels so popping.
Right.
But thank you. Carry on with your question.
That's the exact word I was going to use, organic. My question is about the biting. Can multiple bats bite the same NFT? Like say Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT number 1. Like if somebody bites that and then a second person the next day goes to bite that same NFT, so can the NFT that's being bitten be bitten more than once?
You have to hold the NFT in the same wallet as the CryptoBatz. So that's was that like, were you aware of that already, or?
Yeah, you know what? I totally forgot about that. So yeah, that makes complete sense because I didn't know if everybody would be trying to bite the most popular Bored Ape or Alien or Toad, and then ruin it for everybody else. So.
And then there's some interesting kind of, I guess it goes almost into like, tokenomics around if you try to bite the same victim project more than once. And the place where I don't want to say, because this is something that we're all kind of, this is our just to sort of open the curtain, so to speak. You should, in the way we're seeing it right now, is you should only be able to buy it once. Does that help? Oh, Big Worm, I lost you there. I'll bring you back in. but hopefully that's answered the question.
Space has crashed. So yes, thank you very much. Love the project. I'm so excited to get my dad involved in this. He's a big Aussie fan, and he'll finally find an NFT that he's actually interested in, and it has a community. And I'm just so excited for it. So
same, yeah. My dad's a big Black Sabbath.
Oh
fan,
yeah,
so
yeah. This is
I feel that.
yeah, this is great. And there's a whole range of ages and generations inside the Discord as well. But okay, I don't want to take up any more of your time. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
All
bye
right, bye-bye.
Okay, and we'll bring in Giles. Hi, Giles. Gillies. Sorry, don't enjoy mispronouncing anyone's name. How's it going?
Hi. Everything's going fine. How are you?
Very good.
And
very good, thank you.
No problem. And the name is Jill. It's a little weird that you pronounce Jill. Well, hi guys. Oh, hi Batz. I mean, I want to say first, I agree with everyone. The Discord channel is absolutely amazing. I mean, people are really great, and 60,000 members now is quite incredible. So I'm just having a lot of fun hanging out in the Discord. I just had one question. I mean, it's a follow-up with the question that Worm followed asked just previously, because I did know that you had to have like, let's say, one alien friend and one CryptoBatz in your wallet to bite the alien friend or any other project. But what happens if you actually then sell your alien friend, for example, and someone has in his wallet, I mean, the wallet that bought the NFT has a CryptoBatz also. So would that person be able to bite again? I mean, I just want to make that point quite clear, because I'm not sure you actually answer that question, if it's even possible.
Yeah, I think that's a good question for 11. So 11, maybe you can explain how that works in terms of like only being able to buy it once and how it will track across, if people sell the tokens, etc.
Thanks.
11, we got you. 1 second. Okay. I'll try. You're going to get my clunky answer whilst we wait to see if 11's answer. If 11's microphone. Oh wait, he needs speaker permission again. 1 second. Okay.
So I think questions. So
okay, here we go. 11, you should be in the room.
Apologies in advance if I do drop off. So because if we allow every NFT to be bitten once, that will carry through no matter if you transfer it to a different wallet or if you sell it. So that NFT will always have been bitten and cannot be bitten again. We will definitely be looking at implementing ways for you to check on our website, whether a bat has been used to bite another NFT or whether another NFT has already been bitten. In that we will try to make it clear for anyone to be able to see which ones have been used or haven't been.
Yeah, cool. That was actually my second question, because it makes perfect sense that an NFT can be bitten once, and I just wanted to my second question was actually to understand how it would be trackable or understandable for someone who actually wants to buy an NFT and see if it was bitten or not. So cool. Thanks for the answer.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks for the question. That was a good question. Really appreciate it. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're based.
Actually, it's like 1 a.m. in France, so it's
Well, get to bed then.
Well, I'm still on are you kidding? I'm still on the Discord. I can't leave. I'm trying to get the silver.
Well, look, thanks for the questions. That was good.
Night.
Appreciate it. Have a good
No
one.
problem. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to me. Bye. Thanks for answering questions.
Okay, Dr. Novo. Yes. So, Dr. Novo, just a bit of background here. You were the person that actually sparked us doing this technical Q&A. So, if there's anybody that deserves to ask a few questions in here, Dr. Novo, it's yourself. So, I'll hand over to you straight away.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here. We were actually talking about your project on PAX Discord today, and very excited and talking about how great your Discord is. So it's just been amazing to hear other people's experiences too. I have two nerdy questions, and I'm so glad that Eleven is here. Hi, Eleven.
Hi.
So one is that, are the bats on chain? Like, is the whole, or is it? I mean, is it true?
You
Yeah.
mean the artwork itself will not be on chain? It will be on stored on IPFS. We did look at potentially storing the artwork on chain.
I mean, it lends itself quite well from what I've seen, because it is pixel art, isn't it? But it's animated.
Well, it's not just that. I think the other pixel art projects you see, which are fully on chain, are all actually still quite low resolution, so maybe 32 by 32 pixels or something like that. We wanted the ability to have our artwork have a bit more definition. But in addition to that, because we have some partner artists who are creating legendary bats for us. Not all of those are pixel art. So having looked at the on-chain option, it seemed like it was going to limit us too much if we tried to put all the artwork on chain. And we're trying to, innovate in other ways, like through our mutant and other things that we're working on. So we chose not to make the on-chain artwork a focus for this project.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also on-chain is more expensive. So, the more quality you want to add, the more expensive, and the entry price would go up, which would exclude more people. So I totally understand that. However, you could, possibly do the on-chain and then have the high res like 4K or whatever as unlockable, but that's another issue. I don't want to get into that. I want to ask my second question, if you don't mind. I love this idea of biting, and it's so innovative and it's so different. I can see like it works maybe that bit about can you bite once, or how you can monitor that is a bit like mutant serums with apes. I'm an ape holder, and I've been really impressed by how they've done that, and I see you're an ape holder as well, so like how that works. So I see that mechanism working really well with this one. But my question is, since you are working between smart contracts, are there, it's just the assumption within the whole tech, and dev communities, that there is no interaction between smart contracts. The deployer can do such a thing. How does that work with, the victim projects? How do you interact to create these new bats?
Well, smart contracts can definitely interact with one another. The only thing, the limiting factor is that smart contracts can't access the metadata that's stored off chain. So if it were a fully on-chain project, then we could look at individual traits of an NFT. But most of our project included, and all of our partner projects like Bored Apes, and their metadata is not on-chain as well. So the smart contract won't be able to directly interact with those. So we're going to have a process in our backend that dynamically generates the composite mutant bat artwork by looking at the off-chain metadata of the two NFTs, the CryptoBatz and the NFT that's being bitten. One of the things that Mutant Apes did is that they pre-generated, because they only have 3 serums, they actually pre-generated 3 versions of every Bored Ape. And so depending on which serum you use, you get the corresponding Mutant 8 artwork. We can't do that here because we've got, almost 10,000 CryptoBatz and there's 10,000 different Bored Apes. We can't generate, like every possible combination of every bat and every ape. So it has to be a real-time on-demand process to generate the artwork as we go. So we're building that out as we speak, and it's hopefully going to be something new and exciting for the NFT community.
I mean, that's monumental. That sounds quite cool. Wow, I can't wait. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Novo. Sorry you had to wait like 5 days to get any good answers to your questions
Not
as
at all. I just, it's just great to be back here and hear about this. It's really cool.
Great.
And by the way, I know this question's been probably asked. I'll be the annoying person on Discord who keeps asking again and again.
Yes.
But could you just, for people who may be new, because I've introduced the project to some of friends and shared the space, so they may be joining for the first time. Is there a kind of recap of the project and where we are at and what people should know?
Yeah, I mean, you just to be clear, this isn't a loaded question, genuine question. Are you suggesting, do you want me to give a quick recap of where we're up to? Or are you saying, is there a place that is there like a website or something that recaps where we're at?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. People can always, check Discord, but just in terms of like when is the mint, or like how
Sure.
is it whitelisted? Like, because I know certain projects are whitelisted, and it's just I'm sorry to ask the annoying question again if it's already been answered.
So yeah, I mean, we only launched last Monday, so it's not even. Yeah, I mean, it's only been about a week and 3 days now, which is pretty wild. And yeah, I mean, I guess the vision for the project was, I'm one of the co-founders at a company called Sutter Systems, and we're an NFT studio who we were introduced to Sharon and Ozzy just through a contact, and then we ended up meeting up with their team, and we all kind of came together. And I don't really know, I wish there was some like really dramatic kind of like magical story about how everything came to be, but it was just really, really obvious when we started talking. I don't know who said it, but someone said CryptoBatz, and then it was just game on, basically. So we worked with Ozzy and Sharon, so we were feeding in loads of different ideas and, kind of creative treatments and this and that. And sort of, it was a real convergence of kind of, their creative direction and, Ozzy kind of picking and choosing what he liked, but then us at the same time very much coming at this from, we're Bored Ape holders, we are crypto holders, we're Subduck holders, so we come from a place of we are NFT collectors, right? So it was that convergence of these two worlds that we wanted to really kind of, we'd never seen that done in the NFT space before, right? It's either like, it felt at least like you either had like a cheesy celebrity project that they just didn't understand the NFT world at all, or the flip side was that it was, very much the kind of, it was like very NFT specific, and, if you showed it to anyone outside of the NFT community, they didn't get it or understand it. So we wanted to try and create something that could really break through. So I guess that's just a bit of context, and there's some like really cool utility stuff. I won't go into it, but obviously there's been a ton of questions around mutant bats and ancient bats, even on this call. So I just recommend anyone who isn't familiar with what's going on there just to look on our website, CryptoBatz.com, bats with a Z. And where we're at, yeah. So we have been essentially allocating whitelist spots since we launched last Monday. The vision is to fill up roughly 75% of token allocation to whitelist. as a means to prevent gas wars, and just as a means to have like good distribution of tokens, so that our core community are the people that hold the tokens from the jump, rather than having like 75% of our tokens being held by people that want to flip them. So yeah, that's what we're doing in terms of token distribution. The whitelist has been snapped up really, really fast. There are spots left, but we're being very careful now about how we're giving them out, and they're definitely still available. I don't want to deter anybody, but there's been a huge amount of demand, so we're now kind of we're really looking for those core members of our community that can really contribute and kind of help us build this thing. That's the people that we think deserve whitelist at this stage. And there's different stages in whitelist. There's like bronze tier, silver tier, gold tier, but essentially it's the same thing. It just pertains to how much you've contributed and how many tokens you can mint on the whitelist mint date. Then in terms of the public mint, details of that haven't been disclosed yet, so that's still under wraps intentionally. We think we will announce it closer to the time, but that the public mint will take place on the 20th of Jan. So does that help? Is that a good sort of quick?
That was amazing. Wow,
right,
cool. That was an amazing recap. One last question and I'll be off. When Aussie?
Sorry, say that again. When will Aussie be on the space?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this. I feel like a broken record. I almost regret bringing it up now, because I feel like I don't know. Hopefully, even the fact that I set up this technical Q&A shows that we've got follow through. I tend to, when we say we're going to do something, we do it. I want to say it's likely it's going to happen. This isn't their arena, right? They don't do Twitter Spaces. Like, we've got to try and we're like, look, this is this thing. There's, they know exactly what's going on. By all means, we're fitting them in. We're sending them the memes and the updates on everything that's going on. But we're trying to get them up on a Twitter Spaces.
MC Hammer is like into NFTs so much.
I didn't know
Like, yeah, big time, since back in January when on Clubhouse, and maybe we could do something. I mean, you sound to be close to them. I don't know no, maybe not. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It would just be nice to have them in the same room, if virtual or physical, with you, and then holding a space and just hearing their voice. I mean, it's just an amazing opportunity that you are introducing to the NFT community, and it just would be amazing to make the best of it.
No,
just selfish me. I'm an Aussie fan, so
appreciate that. Dr. Novo, great to have you on. Thank you for your great questions, and I hope to see you again soon, or hear you again soon. Okay, so I think we're kind of running a bit light on time now, so I think we'll go down to the last three. So I'll bring the last three people in one shot. So I'll bring in Jim 97, Nick P, and we'll bring in Brian. That's the last three. I'm sorry, I feel terrible to anybody that has requested to speak. Thank you so much. But these things can just go on in perpetuity. So thank you very much. And we'll go straight over to, let's go to Jim as the first speaker.
Hey, how are you guys?
How's it going?
Good. I got a quick question. So I understand the mutation. I understand the biting aspect of everything. The new collection, once it's mutated, will it go into one whole collection? Or like if you bite a alien or a Bored Ape, it'll go into a separate one?
It'll be one whole collection for all the mutant bets, no matter which.
It'll be one whole collection.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, gotcha. Perfect. That was my question. Pretty fast and easy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Thanks for the question, Jim.
Try to be as fast as I can.
That's great. Thank you. Have a great.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. Super hyped about the project. Thank you.
Cheers. Let's move on to. We seem to have lost someone there, but let's move on to Brian for now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going?
Good. Really just like newbie simple question about minting. A lot of Discord members and I have never minted before. Are you confident that we can get through minting day unscathed? Do you have any tips that you can post or anything like that?
That's a good question. 11, maybe I'll hand over to you on that one.
Wow, I suppose, having gone through difficult minting experiences is part of what the NFT experience is all about. But we're doing everything we can to make it a smooth experience. We're trying to support, as many different types of wallets, mobile, desktop devices. So we're obviously going to try to make it as accessible to everyone as possible. It probably would be helpful to at some point closer to the launch date for us to put up some step-by-step instructions on what the minting process looks like. It's a pretty simple process. It really depends on how new you are to crypto in general. As long as you know how to buy Ethereum and load up a wallet with it and go to a website and connect your wallet. Everything else is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, we plan on having a sort of what happens next part of our minting page. So it should be. We're trying to make it very friendly for people that this might be their first minting experience. Brian, the top piece of advice I could give you just on the jump is there will be a link that goes out on the announcements page of our Discord server. Don't click any other links anywhere, ever. Otherwise, it won't be the right mint page. I'd just be super diligent and super careful on the day because, look, I mean, we're going to do, we're already spending like hours of our days speaking about security measures and everything we can do on the day to prevent security breaches or to prevent people getting scammed. But ultimately this project it's a really hot project. Like I'm just saying that honestly and objectively, right? It's a prominent project in the NFT space right now, and that by nature will attract people, like evil people that want to use this as an opportunity to sort of scam people out of their money. So just be really careful, and don't click links, period, is a really good piece of advice. And honestly, just when it comes to the day, just look at the announcements page and you'll see if you're on the whitelist, there'll be no rush because you're on the whitelist anyway, so there won't be a huge rush. You just go on the announcements page, you click the link that's on the announcements channel, in our server, and then you can go through it and we'll make it nice and easy. Does that help?
It does. Thank you for clarifying that. I feel a lot better. A lot of the community don't know me as Brian Perota. I've pretty much been with you guys since the beginning, and I am totally blessed and glad that I connected with all of you. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, thanks for asking that question as well. Like, I don't know, when I first started in this space, I was so intimidated by NFTs, and I was always like so nervous about asking those kinds of questions. For some reason, I don't know why, I just felt like, you don't want to tell people you've never minted a project before or something. And yeah, I think it's good to just have like open conversations and make sure that because a lot of other people will be scratching their heads on the day as well, trying to figure it all out. So yeah, anyway, thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Much love.
Okay, we've got time for one more person. It was Nick P. So Nick P, bringing you back in the room. If you don't respond, we'll go to based something. Oh, there we go. Hey, Nick. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Very good.
Right on. First of all, I just wanted to say you guys are doing great with the project, man. It looks great. Seems like you guys have thought out pretty much everything. My question is, as far as the mutants go, basically you have to be a holder of one of those projects, or is there going to be like anything else that comes out to change your bat to a mutant besides biting one of those?
Yeah, I mean, I guess 11 is probably better for me, this one, really, isn't it? Like, so you will have to hold another, we're calling them victim projects. So yeah, you will have to hold the victim project in the same wallet as your CryptoBatz. However, if you don't have one, that isn't necessarily a bad thing, because there's quite an interesting deflationary mechanic that will start to take place, where because CryptoBatz can only bite once, what that will mean is that, okay, even if you don't have one of the victim projects and you don't bite another project, then essentially your CryptoBat is going to, in theory, I mean, who can say if this takes place in reality, but at least in theory, your CryptoBat will become more valuable over time, right? Because, say
Yes.
I'm a Bored Ape holder, I only found out about this project 1 month later, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to create a Bored Ape mutant bat. What do I need to do? Well, I need to find myself a CryptoBat that hasn't ever bitten, that has still got its bite remaining. So, yeah, the biteable CryptoBats will become scarce by nature. So that's quite an interesting mechanic. So it's almost like you're rewarded if you don't bite, to an extent.
Gotcha. I never thought of it like that. That's pretty neat. Also, not a question. I just had something to pass over. I know somebody else asked earlier if you can, as far as people on the whitelist, like if they don't mint, what would happen to those? I know there's a way to link up like wallets to make sure you can mint a certain amount. I don't know if you guys would ever do that, but that would probably help ease that situation.
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
Like there's like a collab you can do to where you link the wallet to the whitelist, and then you can see if they're able to mint enough bats. Like say you have 3 bats that you can mint. If you don't have enough in your wallet, it will say you're ineligible to mint 3. It'll show the amount that you have, and you guys will be able to. I don't know. I know I've seen other projects do it to where they link you have to link your wallet first, and if you don't have enough to mint, then they'll actually take you off the list. Like if it's a high dollar.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Maybe that's something we could look at. Yeah, it's quite an interesting point.
Yeah, I just wanted to pass it on, man. I'm still trying to get listed myself, but no worries. And I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you for answering the question. Hope you guys have a great and successful year.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the great points. Really appreciate it. And yeah, that's I think that's going to be a wrap for the that'll be a wrap for this session. Ash, I'll bring you in just to take us home, because I don't know if you've got something to say. You got anything to say, Ash?
Hey everyone, there's a lot of people in this space right now. Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, you're late. We're about to bring it all home. It's done. It's a wrap. It's over.
Nice.
Look, thank you everyone for joining. I hope this has been valuable and or interesting for everyone. Please go and show some love. Give 11 a follow, because he's one of the most interesting and exciting Web3 developers out there right now. You'll see him tagged in the Spaces tweet that we just did. And yeah, just thank you so much for your continued support. We are hunkered down and we promise to deliver on this. We're going to smash this one out the park. We're feeling really good right now. It's really exciting, and we wouldn't be able to do this without all of your support. So